Hey, how's it going? Today we're going to go over how to draw the Iron Spider. Basically, Spider-Man in this cool outfit with these legs coming out, these spider legs coming out. So it's going to be full body. So let's get started, okay? I'm going to walk you through this step by step. So stay all the way to the very end. You'll learn the entire thing. And that is all. Uh, let's do it. Before I do that, don't forget if you like learning how to draw Spider-Man, any Marvel characters, if you like learning how to draw other stuff like Godzilla, like Pokemon, like anything you can think of, hit the subscribe and click the bell notification. That's going to let you know when I post. I post 3 times every single weekday. So that's a lot of videos. And I file them, so you can find them into the playlist area. So, man, hit that subscribe if you can. It really helps out the channel because I work really hard at this. And, if you do like the video, hit that like as well because, like I said, it'll help out the algorithm. Okay, let's get going on here. So I'm going to draw first off the kind of shape of his head in general. Like when I think about like the shape of his head, I'm going to be thinking more of a, let's go over here. I'm going to curve along the top here, top of his head, pulling down on the side of his head here and the side of his head over here. Pull down to the chin area, pull up. So you have that general head shape. You could just draw an egg as well. That's also fine. Line over here for the shoulder. Think about it across over here if it makes it. Line over here for this shoulder. Well, I mean, it's going to be his back. Sorry. His shoulder is going to be over here. Out, down, in. Out, down, in. Line over here into the chest. And line down here into the stomach area. He's going to be crouching, right? Like leaning forward. And then line over here into the pelvis area, and it's going to have his leg over here. So before that, though, there's going to be a perspective thing going on. So he's going to have his knee pretty much all up in our face. So his knee is going to start over here. It's gonna feel weird doing that because it's like right in the middle of our drawing, right? And I understand how weird that is in the beginning when you're a beginner, but that's what kind of perspective is. Uh, Down, curve over here. His leg's gonna be downward, and that's gonna go into like the ankle here. Over here as well along the side. Down, line over here. And then let's go into the top of the foot, like the shin is going to be sticking downward. And then find the end over here and close that off. All right. Cool, cool. Let's draw his arm going backward here. So his arm's going to be back. And you're going to see a little bit over here. Well, not really, actually. It's going to be, a little bit right there of his arm underneath. But go over here for the forearm, and his wrist is going to be back there. Let's go over here. This part of the forearm back there is going to pull into the wrist. The wrist is a little skinny. Let me thicken that up. And then he's going to have like the hand back there, which is more or less just those 2 knuckles you're seeing sticking out. Down. Bottom of the palm over here. And his thumb over here on this side. But all of this stuff's kind of going away from us, so it's going to be a little insignificant, as far as that goes. Let's go over here on this side. We're going to have this side he's going to have a little bit, this one he's sticking his hand back. This one he's got his arm kind of pulled up. So he's got his bicep there. Back of the bicep here. Forearm. Line over here. And let's go over the hand, the fist. Fist is over here. This fist is made up of pretty simple shapes, I think. Um, There's the thumb folding back in a marshmallow shape kind of thing. Bottom of the thumb, you know, this fat pad on your hand. That's what I drew there. And over here as well, the other fat pad pulling up. Line across for the balled up fist. Another line across for the other row of knuckles there. And over here, you're drawing like 4 bumps for the hand. It's good to think about it as one large clump like that. I think it saves time. Line up, line up, line up. Let's go over here to the leg. That one's coming forward. Knees there. Going back down. And his foot is coming down here. Line inside over here for the muscle of the leg. Pulling up. It's called the vastus, I think, internus. I think that's one of them. I know that there's different ways to do that, I think. Across here. Back of the leg. Down. Out over here for the foot, the other foot there. Okay, cool. Doing pretty good. Next thing, we got to draw those spider arms. They're like robotic spider arms. We can draw them literally as segments. So let's draw one here, right there. It can go. You can draw at one end of them to know where they are first. Let's go up, out, and let's have one come forward. We want it to look like it's coming forward. But I mean, that's kind of where I want them placed. So it's good to draw one side and then we'll draw the other. So out over here. Out over here, out right there. Let's go over here to the bottom, out right here, and let's just say it's over here. You know, that one's gonna come out a little bit different. And then, should we draw that other one? Yeah, let's draw the other one over. Over here, down. Let's just say that one. Okay, so let's go to this one first. Let's add another portion to it. It gets a little bit bigger as it goes up the legs there. And then this one is the biggest one. So this one's like little, the segment. Still relatively little segment. Let's go all the way to the end. And then this one's the biggest segment. This spider leg. You can always make this one a little bit bigger. Over here, and I think this one's a little different, but yeah. And on this side, this one shouldn't even really show, but I guess I'm gonna just do it. Yeah, I'm gonna do this one here. This one really shouldn't even show, but I'm gonna have it going into his back though, right there on that side. Have them go up. So he's got these 4 robotic spider legs, and that's kind of what's happening here. Cool. That's a setup. The rest of it's super easy. Let's go over here into his eyes. Out. Scoop underneath. Out right there, like it's a curve. Scoop underneath for his eyes. Right on. Doing pretty good. Little explosion shape here in the center. I always draw that little explosion shape in the middle of kind of Spider-Man's face, and then I'm gonna draw thin lines coming outward. Right, they're coming outward from that center point. Oops, what's it easy? And then on there, I'm gonna draw. It's smaller in scale, so it's gonna be harder to do it. But the other webbing, right? It's like it's a circular shape, but they're all kind of. These little lines they're turning inward. Right on. And let's go into the one on the chest here. The chest, it's going to be it's more octagonal, right? Gonna go right in there. Octagon, and then like a bigger octagon over here. But just do the best you can. Looks like a diamond, right? I'm going to fill that in. I'm going to fill that in. I'm going to go to the right and go up the shoulder with that leg right here, up the shoulder as well. Same thing on this side, over here, up the shoulder, out over here, up the shoulder as well. And same thing kind of goes down the waist a little bit, so that one's a little bit easier. It's just gonna do that. Now you're not even really gonna see it. Curve across here, or across here. Same thing over here on this portion of the leg. And across the waist as well. This area, another band, and over here. But on the forearm, basically, is more band. As far as like the webbing stuff that's left over, let's do that. And it's pretty much just go with a thinner line. It is literally just a checkerboard at this point. So right there, then boom, long line across. Don't worry about how many. It's not a big deal. This is just added detail. All you really want is the impression of it, right? And you just follow along, the length of the limb, whatever that is, over here at the end as well. Right here, length across. It can be literally that. See how I'm doing it right there? It's literally just like this super thin line texture. On the body, for whatever reason, it just it looks fine. I think on the face, because there's so much on it, that is where it really matters. You know what I mean? Like the face is where I think it really, really matters to not make it a checkerboard like this, willy nilly, and then actually make it like a net. But over here, it's not like that. It doesn't really matter. And that is it. I forgot to complete this right here, like the knee and stuff like that. But that is it. That is the Iron Spider. What you can do is you can kind of like straighten things out. Otherwise, though, I'm going to color it for you right now, okay? But I'm going to speed it up. Thank you so much. Hit the like button, and I'll see you next time.